All right. What's up, everybody? We're about to go live with, the podcast. So let's do it. Woo! Yo, and hello, and welcome to the third episode of Game Speak Podcast. New episodes go up for free feed subscribers every Wednesday in audio format on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and Spotify, Google Play, and all of your favorite podcast platforms. I can't see.
They said Devin looks done, dude.
Yeah.
Devin over there looking rough.
Alan has back pain.
Yeah, as you can see, Devin's a little under the weather over here. You know, he's doing his best.
Yeah.
His best.
Well, it's going up in video format on YouTube, so you can see us in stunning HD, where we need you to subscribe to our new channel and click that notification bell. We are streaming live every Monday at 7:50 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast, facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast as well if you want to catch the show as it happens before anyone else. Be sure to go ahead and join our ever-growing community in the GameSpeak Podcast Discord at dsc.gg/GameSpeakPodcast to hang and talk games, battle and catch Pokemon, get show updates, and find friends to play games with, and so much more. We're always chatting in there, posting memes, doing stuff, so go join us. This show is 3 BFFs, bringing you the hottest video game news of the week. I'm one of your hosts, Jamel Al-Jafra, alongside Brent Bass and Devin Mayer, who is actually a pillow this week. He's kind of like a waifu body pillow this week.
The real Devin is in the chat right now.
Yeah, the shirt Devin looks better than the real Devin. Damn, that's what Devin
harsh.
said about himself. He doesn't want to hear what we have to say. No, I'm just
sure
kidding.
The real Devin looks strapping.
Yeah.
Even with pneumonia.
Yeah,
You know? Speaking of which, pneumonia sucks, Devin. I definitely empathize. For those of you that are listening to the audio and are just clueless right now, we have a stuffed Devin here. It's
Yeah,
hilarious.
you're missing out. You're missing out if you're
it's
only audio version.
Wild and wacky. You definitely got to tune into the video format at some point. But Devin is unfortunately not with us today. He is under the weather. He's got pneumonia.
He just said in the chat, not pneumonia, thankfully, but faux show sick AF.
Oh, yeah. I had pneumonia one time when I was younger, and it was terrible. It's not very pleasant.
I don't think it's one of those sicknesses that's like, oh, I'm gonna just sweat it out. I'll be good. Like pneumonia is like, I might kill you. No,
yeah. I didn't know what it was when I got it, and I let it go for a long time, and then it got to a point where every time I took a breath, I felt like a sharp pain. So I went to the doctor, and they're like, "Yeah, your lung is swollen up 3 times its normal size, and it's poking into your rib cage. And if you were they're like, it
could have
almost
collapsed.
Yeah, it could have poked a hole in my lung or something. It was terrifying. Yeah.
Yeah. See, don't get pneumonia.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, the whole all that to say, Devin's sick this week.
Yeah,
so he'll be in the chat though. So if you want to chill in the Twitch chat with him. Anyways, Queen Elizabeth II's dead. That's some news.
Oh no.
Just throw that out there.
That's terrible.
Yeah, long live the Queen. Is that what they say? I don't know.
She lived pretty long.
Yeah,
it
long
worked out.
fucking time.
People just need to say "Long live Brent" a whole bunch, and hopefully I live as long as she did. Well,
yeah,
she was 91. That's pretty good.
She was 97, I thought.
No, that's Betty White, I think, right?
Nah, or maybe she's 93.
Did we get it mixed around?
Devin, can you post in the chat how old Queen Elizabeth II was when she died? To the hour. To the second. No, just kidding.
We're making Devin work on his day of
sickness. But we're here in America, so we don't know much about that shit. So I guess R.I.P. To all those that are sad about it. I don't know. I really don't understand the whole royalty thing. I know they have no power. They're just chilling over there. They're kind of like our Kim Kardashians.
Look, man.
Yeah.
It's super important.
Is it?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, she was 96. 96 years, 4 months.
So you were closer.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
But if it was Price is Right rules, you would have gone over, and I would have won by default.
That's true.
You know what
That's
I'm saying?
True. Let's just say I don't think anybody didn't see this coming.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
At least it was like on her own terms.
Yeah.
I'm sure she was like, not on her own terms. She didn't like.
Oh, jeez.
The rest of that is BS, but she was 96. Okay, but yeah, like I don't think there was like any like I don't think she
She's
woke
like,
up
I'm
every.
going out on my own terms. She just jumps off the building, like flicking everybody off, like
That would have been so badass.
with the fucking Uzi. Just
Takes out Prince Andrews with her, like But that's my thing. Is like. This is like that whole situation where she's waking up every day and she's like, holy shit, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Like at 96, you're just.
She was pretty active right up till the end,
Yeah.
She was out doing stuff.
She was queening.
Yeah, she was queening about.
Yeah.
She wasn't just in bedridden or anything, you know what I mean?
She's like the official, like, yas, queen. Like, that was like for her. Like, that was her thing,
Was
like,
it?
I mean, I would imagine she was the actual queen. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was a Beyonce thing. I don't know.
I mean, Beyonce's our queen, though. Like, that's a different queen. Like, that's like fire. I don't know. There could have been some battles over that. I feel like
I mean,
Queen B.
Well, they should have had like a fist fight, Queen v. Queen. That would have been crazy.
Beyonce would have literally murdered that old lady. You can't just have like a fist fight between Beyonce and Queen Elizabeth II.
It would have been great.
No,
it wouldn't have been great.
Been murder. She would have been in prison.
Maybe like, back in the, maybe, yeah, even if you go way back, it still would have been.
Yeah, she would have been like a teenager.
Okay, maybe if we could get a time machine, go back to when.
Make them the same age.
Yeah.
Like, we put Beyonce into the future where she's 97, and then they make them.
Or we have a child Beyonce fight a super old Queen Elizabeth. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, but I don't think Queen Elizabeth was ever good at fighting. I'm just gonna say it.
How do we know Beyonce is good at fighting?
Because she can dance. She's like strong. She got them thick legs.
Yeah, you're right.
She could fucking like roundhouse kick that bitch.
Yeah, you're right.
When she was alive. Sorry. Very, very insensitive. But
yeah, anyways.
So let's move on. Did you do anything this week, Brent?
Let's see. I didn't do too much. No. You know what though? I went to GameStop the other day, just kind of dicking around like I do sometimes. And they had fucking PlayStation 5 bundles there. They were selling them. They just had them available.
I think the bundles have been around for a while, but they're too expensive. Like, nobody wants to fucking...
It was $550 or something like that, which didn't seem too
That's not
outrageous.
too much more than
It's $50 extra, and it came with Horizon Forbidden West, so, I mean, it was like...
That's actually a good deal.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But maybe people ain't got that extra 50.
I don't know, man. But I'm just saying, like, I haven't seen one in the wild, like, just,
ever.
Available to buy, like, until now. So it was a first for me, And not only that, but my buddy texted me and said he bought one at Best Buy the other day, which was pretty crazy to me. So they're appearing. This is the first time I've really seen PlayStations, like...
out in the wild.
Yeah, like, not just being fucking immediately bought out. Like, so that's cool. If you're out there looking to get a PlayStation, your time is almost... it's almost here. Yeah. Right around the time they're about to probably drop the fucking Pro version or some shit. Like,
more than likely, yeah. It's been 2 years. The new consoles have been out for 2 years,
crazy,
dude.
Bro.
Like,
it's fucking... What's sad is I feel like the consoles could be so much further along if COVID hadn't happened. You know what I mean? Like, just in general, everything would be so much further along. Everybody would have a new console, and there'd probably be a lot more new games out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's the real tragedy of COVID. Not having a PS5. No, but yeah, like... We're just getting real insensitive.
Look, man, I just don't give a shit.
No, but it is funny the way that you said it. Like, imagine there's no COVID, and then, like, everybody's just got like PS5s.
Everyone has a PS5. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, that's what would have been happening. Anyways, so cool. We saw PS5 in the wild.
Yeah. That's like pretty much the highlight of my week, and I don't even need a PS5, so
I can
tell you how boring my week was.
Yeah, I had a pretty boring week as well. And honestly, it wasn't boring. It was just I didn't want to do anything because let's get into currently playing. I've been playing the shit out of Disney Dreamlight Valley, dude.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. Like I'm deep in that game. Like
Yeah, I started playing it a little bit on your recommendation.
okay, how are you feeling it?
Well, I didn't get too far. I just got all the tools and stuff and started fleshing out my little village and shit, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But I haven't done too much.
You haven't done any quests or anything?
A couple. Like, I found the recipe books for Mickey and, some shit like that. Some basic
The beginner
shit.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's really good. I mean, it's like fucking Animal Crossing. It's like basically like that or Stardew Valley. That was weird. It's a lot like Stardew Valley, actually. It's like Stardew Valley with an Animal Crossing / Disney coat of paint over it, because the actual like top-down aesthetic is very Animal Crossing. The layout of the town is very Animal Crossing.
I wouldn't say the layout is. I feel like the layout in Animal Crossing is a lot more limited. Like this
well,
game,
yeah, definitely, but you could tell like the concept of having like this area that like you control or basically are like the mayor of, you know what I mean?
Dude, it just expands.
Yeah, I've seen little areas like foggy places that you can go to that I can't get to yet.
I've already opened like 3 or 4 of those. Like, dude, my area is so huge. I have to use fast travel. Like, that's how big the area's gotten. But
it runs really good on my computer. I mean, it's not like the most beautiful game ever or anything, but
Oh, dude, it's
really solid optimization wise. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And the like character creator is pretty complex. Like I look like me.
It does have kind of Sims vibes too. Like it's got like it's like the perfect blend of Animal Crossing, Sims, and fucking.
There's some kind of mystery going on.
Stardew Valley. That's where the Stardew Valley
magical.
comes into it. Yeah. The story is kind of interesting, and it's got the like questy elements like Stardew Valley, which I think is pretty cool. I don't know.
It's got very Kingdom Hearts feel to it.
Yeah, totally. Because all the Disney shit, obviously, and the like just overall tone of everything,
Yeah, it's not like okay, yeah, obviously it's for kids, but it's not for kids at the same time. Like there's like parts like Minnie's like missing because of the forgetting or whatever that's happening, and like Mickey's just like, oh man, I really miss her, like and he's just like really sad and shit, and you're like, fuck, I gotta find Minnie for this dude. He's real down, dude. But yeah, and like
it all is really simplified controls though. Like it's really easy to like figure out what to do or like what buttons to push and stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Kind of. The fishing is a lot more complicated than the fishing in Animal Crossing.
That's actually what I was about to go do when I stopped playing last night. I was going with Goofy to go fish. You know
oh yeah, dude. And like, there's a lot of cool references I've noticed. Like you get like after you go fishing with Goofy, he'll give you his fishing hat like from the Goofy movie.
Yeah, I got
which
the
is really
fishing
fucking
hat.
Cool because it's like there's a lot of stuff that they reference that you wouldn't think they would. Like it's just stuff that people have forgotten or like time has forgotten with Disney
because of the forgetting.
No, but like in the like in Tom Nook's or Scrooge McDuck's fucking store, like I've expanded it as far as you can expand it now, and like there's like so much like cool references. Like you can go in and like buy like a fucking like every day there's new shit, or you can order shit, but there's like a shirt, and like you say you pick the shirt and it'll tell you what it's from. It'll say like,
oh, that's cool,
from Pirates of the Caribbean or whatever the fuck, and like so like you can buy like the fucking like whole pirate outfit like in separate pieces, because you got to get it all separately and all that shit. Like,
bro, I spent like 30 minutes putting decals all over a shirt when I was playing the other day. Like that was like a big chunk of the time I spent with that game was just making like a custom shirt with all kinds of crazy little Disney logos all over it. Like.
Oh, yeah. Ronnie Connell says, what's up, Brent?
Hey, what's up, Ronnie?
But, yeah, so, like, I don't know, dude. I've just been having a blast with it, and it's so fucking deep, and they're planning on adding, like, more and more and more stuff to it.
Yeah, I mean, just to break into the news, I saw one earlier that said they're going to add Toy Story stuff pretty soon, which is pretty neat,
Yeah.
Along with, like, story stuff tied to this Toy Story stuff. You know what I mean? Which is pretty cool.
Said Devin looking sharp. Yeah, this is... he's looking good, dude. Yeah, so, like, I've already got, like, Remy, which I think is a very unfortunate name for just anyone. But his name is Remy the rat from Ratatouille.
Oh, okay.
I got that. I got the little homie from there.
Does
I got
he cook for you?
He opens a restaurant in the area, and like you can go and like buy like different spices and shit from him. But I also got Wally. Like in every character that you go into their world to bring them back.
Oh, cool.
So like
I haven't done any
it's
of that
cool
yet.
like going into the other places, and when you bring them back, like you put their house like wherever you want it. You can actually, like in Animal Crossing, how you can edit like inside your home.
Yeah.
Here you can literally get rid of park benches. You can take away anything you see. You can get rid of it or move it somewhere else. Like the whole.
That's cool.
The whole world. So it's really cool. Very, very Lego feeling. Just do whatever the fuck you want. And
you got to show me your Disney village before.
Oh, I'll show you, dude. I'll show you.
I got to see what I can aspire towards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I got a cloud save, so like I've been playing back and forth between my Series X and my PC. So I think,
cool.
and like my girlfriend was really like into watching it because she likes Animal Crossing a lot. She was like, "Fuck, this looks great."
You know,
and so
what'd be great
she just
is
bought
if
it on
had,
Switch.
I wish it had like a co-op thing, like fucking Stardew Valley. Like that would be the ultimate like fucking extra thing to add. Just like a jump in and out. Like not even split screen, like just have like somebody on the screen with you running around, like limited to your
I'm sure they're gonna add that later. I mean, it's supposed to be like a live service game. Like they're just constantly gonna be adding shit. Like it's in beta right now.
That's cool.
That's what this is like just a beta or whatever. But definitely worth a play. I think I'm gonna start streaming it because it's just like I'll sit there for like 6 hours. Like I'm telling you, I played so long this past week. I think I've at least put 20 something hours into the game already, just like fishing and like saving up a bunch of money and like expanding all this stuff like in the area.
Now if somebody only had a PlayStation, would you recommend buying this game, like spending your own money on it as opposed to just Game Pass?
If you like The Sims, if you're a person that likes The Sims or likes Animal Crossing, absolutely. This is better than Animal Crossing New Horizons, but I wouldn't say I say it's on par with Animal Crossing New Leaf, like for the 3DS, like that, which is my favorite. And I think this one is like beating it out just a little bit. I haven't felt what I felt with New Leaf until I played this. Like,
wow,
it's been a long time. I've been looking for a game like this.
Very nice.
It's just really good. But
I'm glad you're so into it. I've only played like a few hours, and I was like half asleep when I played, but I got my character all created, and I'm like finding all the tools and stuff. So
oh yeah, wait till you start seeing all the references and stuff. It's just fun, and there's like actual puzzles and mysteries and stuff. It's not just like, oh, go collect a bunch of stuff. Like you actually have to, like they have.
I do like how chill it is, though.
Mm-hmm.
I like how the time of day goes with the normal time
Yeah.
of day too. It's not just some like rapid day-night cycle type thing. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. They didn't have to put as much effort into this as they did. They could have just
No,
made
they
a
really didn't.
dumbass Disney game and just like every kid on the
That's
block
what
would
it
buy
looks
it.
like on the surface that it's gonna be. Like when you just look at the fucking cover art, you're like, oh wow. That's gonna be a dumbass fucking game, yeah.
Like I was so surprised. Like I'm literally just like.
What made you decide to play it? Like
I don't know. Like I was just like I saw people saying it was like Animal Crossing, and then I saw like people talking about that. There's like a new Animal Crossing type game coming out, or like a Stardew Valley type game called like Estella or something, Starella, something like that. But like, and I was like. If there's a bunch of them coming out, I'm just going to try this one. And it turned out it's a fucking blast, dude. But somebody put, totally not on topic. But damn, Brent, the crazy of this last UFC card, what did you think of how it played?
oh wow. Well really okay, man, you just going down the rabbit hole here. Fucking, it was wild, man. Like, just because they shuffled all the opponents around, like, honestly, like, Nate came in there looking so strong. I really wish that it had gone with the original, like, fight card and he fought Kamzat, because, like, I feel like he might have got that same choke on Kamzat. You know, with all the crazy wrestling, it looked like he'd been training that, like, particular guillotine. I don't know. Whatever the case may be, it's a shame that that's probably the last time we'll see him in the UFC, at least for a while. You know what I mean? But overall, wild card. And I'm sad that Kevin Holland went out like that. I was really hoping, like, honestly, I feel like Kamzat was kind of a little bitch for just skipping the glove touch and jumping on the leg like that. But it is what it is. Those are my thoughts.
Wait, he skipped.
And the Chris Barnett fight. That was the highlight of the whole night. If you didn't watch the Chris Barnett fight at the very beginning of the fucking main card, that shit was wild. He had his whole fucking side of his face, like, broken. He looked like he just had a fucking stroke or something. And he came back and won the fight. It was wild. Fucking crazy
Still
fight.
had a stroke, but he won the fight.
He was in the interview like, oh, yeah, I love the smart, blah, blah, blah. It was fucking crazy. But, yeah, dude. Anyways, so, yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
Yeah, AJ was saying that it was like the main fight was boring. Like
the main fight was pretty boring.
He's like, dude, he's like, if he would have actually had to fight who he was supposed to fight, he would have got destroyed.
Probably, yeah. But I honestly think he had like some kind of game plan there, you know. But the thing is, they all had to like basically adapt to a new opponent with a totally different style in less than 24 hours. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
They've been training for months, like for a wrestler basically, and then you switch over to fucking Tony Ferguson, who's all fucking elbows and front kicks. You know what I mean? Leg kicks.
That would
you know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like he adapted pretty well for what happened. It's just a fucking crazy thing all around. But yeah, if he did have to fight Kamzat, he probably would have got destroyed. Like, let's just be real. You know what I mean?
Let's just be real. That's what's up. But yeah, I also started Elden Ring again because
I actually been playing a little bit of the Elden Ring too.
Well, I got it with the co-op mod, like on PC.
Oh, dope.
So like now, like you can play the whole game in multiplayer, like co-op. Like it doesn't ever cut you off or anything.
I wish I had it on PC. I would totally play it.
I know, dude. Breezy, or our buddy Aaron, bought it. But he bought it on Xbox. And I was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, return that now and like buy it on PC. And he was like, I don't think I can. I went and looked up the refund policy and he had just enough time. I was like, turn that shit back in, get it on PC. And he did. And now we're playing through it co-op.
Nice.
So, and
how's the co-op mod?
It's fucking awesome. It's a little bit like buggy, but they're constantly working on the bugs and stuff.
How does like the respawns work? I mean, is it like
if you die like during a boss battle, you don't respawn until the other person dies, like to the boss, or he kills the boss.
Okay, so like if you so it's basically like normal boss battle rules once you're in the boss battle.
Yeah, but like
okay, so it's not so you can't like cheese the fights with it.
No.
Okay, cool.
No, you still and
that's cool. I think it would just take the fun out of it if you could just like easily
just
zap through every
up.
Fucking
and it increases the the health and strength of all of them because you're in co-op mode. So like
cool.
Yeah, and they recognize you. Like, you know, we fought Godric, or we started fighting Godric, and he like does his thing where like he'll be about to hit one person and it's just a fucking fake out and he'll just turn and smash the other.
He does a lot of feints, like fucking he'll go at you and then he'll do the thing where he holds the club in the air for like a weird half step of time and then he'll hit it down.
I hate that shit, dude. Pisses me off. But
the trick with like a lot of the early bosses is just get behind them. Have one person play the fucking bait and like just get him aggroed on him, and then just like have one person go behind him and just stab him a whole bunch.
See,
and if you're playing solo, do Spirit Ashes and then have him aggro on your Spirit Ashes and then fucking stab him in the back hole.
It's kind of hard to do it with this one though. I don't know if it's just for the mod or what, but like Godric has been over like fucking doing it. Like he will be fighting you, and like if you come up and hit him in the back once, he immediately spins and like fucks you up.
They also did like a patch really recently that like fucking you know, buffed a lot of the bosses and nerfed a lot of the bosses. Like I think Melania got a nerf and like, some of them got a buff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I finally finished the game like on my own save. Like for the mod, it's a whole separate game. Like you basically have a whole separate launcher that you launch it with.
So you've beaten the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you gotten the fucking God Blade or whatever you get from like the last boss's Soul Ash or whatever on the New Game Plus or whatever?
I didn't start the New Game Plus yet.
Oh, okay.
I just like beat it and it was like, do you want to start New Game Plus now or later? And I was like, later.
Bro, my fucking character is so ridiculously overpowered. Like, okay, when you beat the game, you get a sword. Like, you get an ash of like that you take to the 2 fingers or whatever, you know what I mean? And like you can turn it into a sword, or you can turn it into like a magic or something, I can't remember, but I turned it into this fucking sword, and like it shoots out this wave of like gold beams that just like kill everything. Like,
oh, I know what you're
just,
talking
like,
about.
In a whole, like, you can clear out entire rooms with it and shit. And if like a monster's too strong for that, I've got another fucking sword that's even bigger, and I carry both swords on my right hand. So like I swap between the two, and in my left hand I have incantations, but I never actually use them.
Yeah.
I don't know why I even have them. Like
what was your build?
Well, this one's kind of was just for funsies at first, but it turned into such an overpowered build that like it's just kind of my like ultimate build now. But my original build that I beat the game with was like a frost and bleed build with the original fucking katana, like that.
Yeah, the Uchi katana.
Yeah, you get the Uchi katana and you put cold on that, and then you do the one that's like not the Rivers of Blood, but the Moonveil.
Yeah.
So I have like Moonveil in this hand and Uchigatana cold in this hand, and I was just fucking melting fools.
What'd you use to get before the Moonveil blade? Because I know you didn't have that right
just
off the bat.
Straight up Uchigatana fucking, and I would use Unsheath, and I would just like fucking wait for my ultimate opportunity and just fucking patiently cut everybody down, just like.
See, this time around, like on the co-op one, I'm running Dex bleed, but I'm doing like I'm putting a lot into Arcane this time, and then I went immediately and got the blood. What is it? It's like blood slice or some shit like that. But basically, like you cut yourself to not the what is it called? Seppukai? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, not the one where you stab
not
yourself.
Where you stab yourself, but the one where you like cut yourself.
Does it put bleed on your blade?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's pretty powerful magic if you're going for a bleed build.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's fucking cool. Like just going back through and like also seeing Breezy play for the first time, because I don't think he expected it to be what it is. He's never played a Souls game before, so like. And he's like super technical with games.
I
like,
figured he would get a kick out of it.
That's what I was saying.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, especially Elden Ring. It's a good like first step into that, because the world is so intriguing that it makes you want to keep playing. And also I think with Elden Ring they did a way better job of putting the campfires in less like.
Stupid places.
Yeah, like
just to piss you off.
Yeah, they just were trying to piss you off in some of the other ones, I think another good one is Sekiro. I feel like Sekiro is just really underrated and fucking
I don't think it's underrated. I think the reason why it's not as talked about is because it's single player. Like if they would have had a multiplayer mode, like it would probably be the most popular.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that really set it apart from like the other Souls games, but it's such a technical crazy game, and it's beautiful, and like fucking the actual world is just in my opinion it's the only thing that's even close to Elden Ring, like with their other games, what I mean? Like it's really really fucking great. But I also am into that like Japanese fucking
I like Dark Souls 3, dude. I have Sekiro, but I like Dark Souls 3 a lot. I don't know.
I couldn't get into Dark Souls 3. I've tried several times,
Really?
It just doesn't like draw me in. None of the Dark Souls games do. I don't know what it is. You know what I mean?
I think you got to play multiplayer. Like you got to co-op with somebody.
Maybe
then you'll
that's
like
what
it.
it is.
And then outside of that, I signed up for the Outlast Trials closed beta.
Whoa, did you play it?
It's not out yet. It comes out October 28th or something.
Oh,
like the
man.
trials start then, or like the closed
Cool.
beta. So you should go on Steam and sign up for it.
Okay.
Or request access to it and see it. Because if you get it, it's a 4-player co-op game. Like,
cool.
Yeah, so like apparently the game is 4-player co-op, but you don't have to play it multiplayer. Like you can play the whole game and it won't have like it won't feel off by just that's what they claim. Like
it'll have like NPCs playing as the.
I don't know how they're gonna do that, but apparently you're part of like some trials, like,
yeah.
and
I'm thinking like a Saw type thing from what I've seen, and like it probably has you in different rooms doing different things, trying to get to each other, like kind of like a Saw 3 type thing where you're all like in different traps at the beginning, and then you have to like work your way to each other. You know what I mean?
Trying to escape. I bet the ending is gonna be fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, man. I always have kind of a soft spot for Outlast, so I'll be surprised if they fuck this up. You know what I mean? Like
that one. If we both get into the beta, we're absolutely streaming that. Like that's for sure gonna stream.
Yeah, if they'll let you. Some of those betas, they will like. Have
oh
you
yeah,
do
they'll
a
tell
thing.
you
Yeah.
not to. Well, we won't stream it if they won't let us. But anyways, what about you? What you been playing?
Well, let's see. I finished Last of Us Part 1. I don't know if I talked about that last time. It was
You
pretty...
did talk about playing it, but you didn't say you beat it.
Well, I finished it, you know. It was just as good the second time as it was the first time. But I will say that I think The Last of Us Part 2 is a substantially better game after playing both of them, like, you know, within like a 2-month window of each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I will also say that, like, if you want just the best experience, you need to play them both back to back. You know what I mean? Like, get the newest Last of Us and play it like back to back with Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
Preferably on a 1440p screen, now that we've got the new update for PlayStation, which is like a thing now. Like, you can actually play your shit in a native 1440 resolution, which is cool because, like, I would say 50% of the PS5 games have a performance mode that scales it back to 1440p, so you can play most of these games in their native resolution now, which is really nice. And the ones that are 4K are like super sampled down to fucking 1440, so you get a cleaner 1440. Anyways, oh god, what happened? My shit just all went away.
This happened to you before. Just
Yeah.
close it out.
Yeah, here we go. I must have made a new one on accident. Anyways, GTA Online. I was playing a little bit of GTA Online. I don't know why.
It's a random thing.
It really is. I just started playing that randomly. I don't know, man. I just don't like it very much. Like, I
thought you did like it.
I want to like it. There's so much to do. There's so many things going on, but I think there's so much shit that it kind of bothers me. Like, I'm constantly...
It's overwhelming.
Yeah, like, I'm constantly getting phone calls from the little guy on the fucking phone, and, like, there's, like, just shitloads of stuff to do, and it's just, like, I feel like everybody's way more overpowered than me, and I don't have enough money, and, like, I don't know, man. It's just a lot. Then I've been playing UFC 4. I finally got to rank 10 on that, so I'm feeling good about that.
Damn, bro.
I've been playing a little bit of Cyberpunk because they put the Edge Runners update out, and I was like, oh shit, it's gonna be some new content.
The Edgers.
I logged in, and there's like one like half-ass quest that they put in there, and it's like,
Oh, we're gonna talk about that in the news later because apparently the DLC that they're putting out right now is going to be the only DLC they're putting out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? Like,
I am. Dude, the attach rate for that game is insane. Like, so many people have that game. It's like, just fucking put the shit out. Like y'all made so much money off of that game.
They said it's the only planned DLC. So if for some reason this DLC performs extra well and makes them a fucking dickload of money, I'm sure they will make another one. You know what I mean? I just can't imagine that happening with the reputation Cyberpunk has. I feel like they could put out the most amazing DLC. They could fucking change the game from the ground up and just make it like perfect to everybody's standard, and people still wouldn't fuck with it just because of the reputation it has right now. You know what I mean?
Those assholes over there, though, said that they're not done with the Cyberpunk franchise. They're like, we're going to do more. I'm like, no, just stop.
I like Cyberpunk personally.
I do too, but I mean, like,
I'm not like mad at that. You know what I mean? I just, you know,
it's
the thing is that Witcher 1 and 2 also weren't the best games ever. You know what I mean? So
true.
Who's to say that Cyberpunk 2077-3 won't end up being their fucking masterpiece? Like, I hate for that to be true, but like,
Cyberpunk,
you know, maybe they just need a few more stabs at it to get it perfect. You know. And also, like, I feel like this DLC is probably going to be extra big, but that's just me probably being wishful thinking, because honestly, like, every update they put out to this point has been pretty disappointing for me, and only because of the lack of shit they've added. Like, yeah, they made V sleep the right way on the bed, but, like, give me some new shit, you know? Like, I, like, 100% of that game, so every time I log in, I'm, like, looking for any new thing on the map, you know, and there's just nothing, you know? I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I'm just glad they fixed how he lays on the bed, because that was really frustrating to me. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you know what's weird, though? Like, okay, so a while back, I had this NPC called Huangbo that, like, followed me around the game.
remember this.
You remember Huangbo?
The
well,
nightmare.
they patched him out. Like, at one point, like, they did a patch, and Huangbo went away. Well, the newest patch drops.
Brought him back.
Fucking Huangbo runs around the corner, dude, and he's just standing there in my room, like, you know. And part of me, I was kind of excited. I was like, "Oh, he's back," you know.
He's just watching
my boy,
me, dude.
You know. Anyways,
That's fucking terrifying. I still think that's like why it's just like some dude like in a real place, like he somehow just hacked into your game. He's just watching, dude.
that's terrifying.
That's some like backroom
I'm
stuff.
honestly never gonna play Cyberpunk again. That just scared the shit out. It's just the devs like seeing how I'm doing in the game.
Yeah, that's
like, he's the only person who actually plays Cyberpunk. We gotta watch him.
That's what I'm saying. It's like Wongbo, but see, like my this is how I see it. We could make a creepy pasta about it because the Wongbo's following you in the game,
and then Wongbo starts showing up in real life.
Yeah, in real life, like you start like.
Oh, that's making the hair stand up.
You're like laying there asleep, and you hear something like kind of like on your window, and like you look over, and Wongbo's outside, and then you like
vacant NPC expression on his face. He's just.
And then you look like you do like a double take and he's gone, and then like you're like working, and some guy like taps you on the shoulder. He's like, "Hey man, could you help me out?" And you turn around and it's Wongbo, and then like you're like, what the fuck? And it's actually your friend Jim, but like it slowly starts taking everybody becomes Wongbo.
It's like that scene in that movie where like she gets the eyes and like she's like walking down the street and everybody's like looking at her and their eyes are all gone and their face is all messed up. It's like but they're all just Wongbo.
Everybody's Wongbo though. I'm down for that. That sounds like a great movie.
The movie could just be called Wongbo, but it's all written in blood like
Wrongbo. No, but
okay. Yeah. So and then I've also been playing Returnal. Because the 1440p update came out, and my biggest problem with Returnal was that it was in 1440p. So on the 4K TV, there's like that slight like fuzziness to like I don't know.
That's whack.
It just bothers me, but it looks great on my 1440p screen. Like I'm so happy with this update. It's something that I've been like mad that they didn't have for a long time.
Is it fun?
I mean? Oh, Returnal. It's pretty good. I mean, it's a lot better now that I'm not like nitpicking it over the graphics. Like it's actually really nice looking, but it's kind of just like a basic. It's like Sifu or something. You know what I mean? Like it's not like the best game ever, but it's
not
definitely
like AAA level.
Yeah, like I mean, maybe graphics wise it is, but like
gameplay wise.
Yeah, it's only like 3 big levels in like a fucking. It's kind of like Hades or something, but like with a third-person shooter element to it. I don't know. It's a pretty good game.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It's just like a fucking if you die, you got to restart type situation.
Yeah, you get a little stronger each time, kind of like Dead Cells or something.
Nice. Okay.
And I'm still playing Persona 5. So I just got done with the 7th dungeon in Persona 5, and I think I'm about to get the new fucking content finally for the Persona 5R. So
I was about to say it's been. I didn't know you were still playing it. Like you haven't talked about it like the past couple times. So I figured you
I've just kind of been
while.
silently dozing my way through it. You know what I mean? But it's actually getting more interesting because there's a lot of like paths I didn't explore my first time. Like a lot of the early game is the same. You know what I mean? But as you like form connections, you kind of have to decide which one you're going to invest your time into and stuff. And like the stories will unfold depending on who you decide to hang out with, like differently. So I'm trying to make a point to hang out with different people than I hung out with the first time. So there's all these like weird stories playing out that I didn't experience the first time I played the game. So that's pretty interesting.
Oh, that's cool.
So far I'm really enjoying my second playthrough now that I'm like into it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like a whole new game.
Yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much what I've been playing.
All right. Well, then we're going to jump on over to the video game news. Just so you guys know, we are using articles from gaming news sites from around the web. We don't claim any of the articles as our own. We're just bringing them all to one place. So let's do this. Let's start with something. Oh, well, we had the D23 and the Ubisoft Forward Expos. Did you want to go through that stuff?
I have a lot of it, but it's all just kind of random chunks. If you have it all like in one spot, that would be great.
I have everything. Okay, I'm going to do the Ubisoft Forward one because I do have a link for that. If you can find like a link that just has all the D23 stuff, then
that's the Disney Expo, right?
Yeah, because it had games. It had some video game stuff, but it also had...
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff anyway. We can talk about everything. Fuck it.
Yeah, here we go. Ubisoft Forward, everything announced. Here we go. All right. So, at Ubisoft Forward, which is basically like Ubisoft's, I guess like Nintendo Direct or something like along those lines. So we got Assassin's Creed Infinity officially revealed with 2 new games, and one is set in feudal Japan. So apparently they've officially revealed Assassin's Creed Infinity, which is going to be a new platform and hub that will serve as the future of the Assassin's Creed franchise. Furthermore, Ubisoft shared that the first 2 games for the platform, one that will follow the life of a shinobi in feudal Japan, and another helmed by Watch Dogs Legion director Clint Hocking. So they're both code-named. They're not like, one's called like Codename Hex, and the one's called Codename Red. But basically, Infinity is not a game. Infinity is a platform, which makes no sense to me. But apparently, the meta story is going away from Assassin's Creed. Like, they're not even going to fuck with the story in-game anymore. So, like, there's not going to be, like, the going back and forth between time and shit. They're just going to fucking make games in these different times. And if you want that story, you get it through Infinity, which is, like, their platform or whatever. So
that's weird.
Yeah, I think they were going that way for a while.
I guess you make your character walk to a different animus, and that's just the different game or something. You know what I mean?
I guess, but is it a game launcher? Like, is that what this is? Is like, they already have Ubisoft?
I guess it's kind of like Call of Duty is centralizing everything with like Warzone and Vanguard and shit. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Like how when you boot up Call of Duty, it's like every Call of Duty game in the main menu. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit's so weird to me though that they want to do it this way. But so basically, if you want all the Animus stories and all that shit, you got to get it through Infinity.
Weird.
And then, like, the games are just gonna pretend that that shit doesn't exist. Like, you're just living the part of that character or like that historical character. So it says Assassin's Creed Infinity is not a game itself, but a place where players will explore and jump into future entries, beginning with the feudal Japan game Assassin's Creed Codename Red. While not much was revealed about the second game, Assassin's Creed Codename Hex, it was revealed that it will be a, quote, very different type of Assassin's Creed game. It may feature witchcraft. Okay. Oh, well, I'm not playing it. No, I'm just kidding. No, but in addition to the single-player games, Ubisoft also shared that Assassin's Creed multiplayer will return in some form.
Cool.
Although it said details will come at a later date.
A lot of people were really into the one from 3.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Following its reveal last week, Assassin's Creed Mirage got its big reveal at Ubisoft Forward. And it was confirmed that this new adventure will take place in Baghdad, 20 years before the events of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It will star Basim Ibn Ishaq and is designed to be a modern take on the original gameplay template for the earlier Assassin's Creed games.
Okay.
So they have 3 fucking Assassin's Creed games just cooking up right now. So actually, I think there's 4. There is 4. Hold on. The Assassin's Creed franchise is getting a new mobile entry set in ancient China called Assassin's Creed Jade.
They love putting the ones in China on mobile for some reason.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, you'll get this little spot over here.
This is the second mobile entry that went to China. Like,
yeah, well, the first one wasn't mobile; it was
but it was
handheld.
on mobile.
It was handheld, right?
I think it was like
PSP.
It was it was on PSP and like iPhones and like.
Oh, it was on iPhone?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know.
It was just called China, right?
It was like Chronicles China or something,
Yeah.
because they did Chronicles India, Chronicles China, Chronicles something else, and they were all like side-scrolling like platformers, like the original Prince of Persia or something. Like,
apparently this one though is going to be an open world. It says according to Ubisoft, it will feature classic Assassin's Creed gameplay and will take place in an open world that was built to work well with touch controls.
Cool.
In addition to sharing that Assassin's Creed Jade will let players create their own assassin protagonist for the first time ever in the series, Jade will also let players explore China in the year 215 BCE and even parkour across the Great Wall of China.
You just wall running.
Great.
Cool.
And then Assassin's Creed, the free update headed to Assassin's Creed Valhalla called The Last Chapter will tie up loose ends of Ivor's story, whatever the fuck his name is. And then alongside a brand new trailer showcasing the adorably chaotic gameplay, Ubisoft confirmed that Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope will be getting DLC, including one that will bring Rayman into the world of Mario plus Rabbids.
That's dumb as hell.
So exciting. No, I'm just kidding. And then Skull and Bones is set to finally set sail on November 8th, and this Ubisoft Forward revealed a new trailer focusing on ship customization, the in-game trading network known as the Helm, and much more. It was also confirmed that Skull and Bones will feature cross-platform play at launch. Good, because no one's going to play that. I'm sorry, that game just looks so bad.
It's just too late, you know? That game could have had potential, like, when it was
10
announced.
years ago.
You know, way back in the day, you know?
Well, it doesn't even... I don't think it ever had potential if their whole goal was to make it where you're just in the ships. Like, and you can only have... Like, you can't have, like, a full fucking squad. Like, I don't know. It's just so stupid. I'm like, you can't get off your ship. You can't jump onto other people's ships. So what the fuck is this game? Well, who made this? Why'd you make this?
The whole no boarding thing is weird.
Yeah, like, what are you going to do? Just ride your ship around?
Just ram them.
It's so boring.
Ram into them.
It's like an original Xbox game, like, at this point. It's like Bloodwake or something. Okay, so Trackmania is headed to consoles with cross-platform play and cross-progression. I'm not going to talk about that because I don't know. Just Dance 2023 was announced for a holiday release, so it's
Oh, shit.
it's going to be here.
I might have to just dance.
Just Dance. Yeah, so Rainbow Six Mobile gameplay revealed. Gameplay was shown for Rainbow Six Mobile, a brand new free-to-play game that was built from the ground up. Everything's built from the ground up for mobile now. For those interested in giving it a shot, it's like I would hope if the game is made for mobile that it's built from the ground up for mobile.
Yeah, how else would they get it on the mobile?
They just build it for like a fucking like that little play date, thing, and then like they're like shit.
Built from the ground up for the play date.
Yeah, it's like,
for the leapfrog.
For those interested in giving it a shot, there will be a closed beta on September 12th, and Google Play users can sign up now. So it'll have 5v5 matches, crossplay, and voice chat.
That'll actually probably be pretty fun.
I guess. The Division Heartland, the free-to-play game set in the world of Ubisoft Massive's Tom Clancy series, is still on track for a release in 2022 or 2023 on PC, consoles, and cloud. While Ubisoft wasn't ready to be more specific with the release date, it did say that Heartland will have another testing phase that players can sign up for now. And then the Division 2 Season 10, Price of Power, will have agents hunting down General Peter Anderson. Don't know what any of that means, but it's coming September 13th.
You don't know Peter Anderson, bro?
Peter Anderson. No, it's like I don't get like anything that's going on in that game at this point. Season fucking 10, bro. Like, what's happening? I didn't know that game was still happening at all.
No, it's happening, bro.
I'm glad. I'm happy for them. I just didn't know.
And
like
Lieutenant Anderson's about to bite the dust. Okay.
Mr. Anderson. Yeah, but so the Division Resurgence is a new mobile title set in the Division universe, and Ubisoft is currently welcoming those interested in trying it out to sign up for its next testing phase. This upcoming test will focus on PvP modes like Dark Zone and Conflict. Riders Republic is teaming up with Vans, and it's getting BMX biking. Okay. The Crew 2 is getting ice tracks for the first time. So get ready for that on September 14th.
The Crew 2 is still getting support? That's even more surprising than the Division. Like,
that's what I'm saying. What's going on at Ubisoft, dude? And then Ubisoft Forward was about more than just games. As it gave fans a new look at Mythic Quest Season 3, which I have no idea what that is.
That's that dude from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, like, made his own show, right? Or no. Wait, no, I'm thinking of something else.
I don't know. It must be. I'm assuming it has something to do with D&D. But,
oh, yeah. That's the Dan Harmon thing, I think.
Castlevania's Simon Belmont and Alucard will be joining the roster of Brawlhalla on October 19th, 2022. Whoa. Yeah. Netflix and Ubisoft have partnered up to develop not only a live-action adaptation of Assassin's Creed, but also 3 exclusive Ubisoft mobile games for its players with a Netflix subscription. These games include a sequel to Valiant Hearts, a roguelite-inspired mighty quest for epic loot, and a new original Assassin's Creed game. These games, they have 5 Assassin's Creed games being made right now. These games will be free on the Netflix app for those with a subscription and will have no ads or in-app purchases.
Cool.
Oh, I'm not playing that.
I mean, I got Netflix, so I might as well, you know?
You gonna play it with your fucking, like, smart TV controller? Like, are you gonna, like, do you hook an Xbox up? Like, how does that work?
I I'm just assuming that if it's like Netflix, I don't know. So if it's on the Netflix's app, then
you
probably
just, like,
play it with your Xbox controller or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's true if you're playing it from your Xbox. But what if you're playing it on like just your smart TV?
On your phone or something? I don't know if you're on your probably on your smart TV. Might not be the best way to play.
Yeah, you just gotta play it like a Wiimote, like turn your controller sideways.
No, probably be better off on your phone with like touch controls or something.
Yeah, and to celebrate its 3rd anniversary, Ubisoft is gifting PC, Google Stadia, and Amazon Luna players Ubisoft Plus multi-access for free until October 10th. This will let them play over 100 Ubisoft titles, including Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Whoa!
Yeah, that was everything from Ubisoft Forward. So literally just Assassin's Creed is really the only thing that mattered there. But there was a lot of Assassin's Creed, and we're getting a film. But we already had... No, that was a Prince of Persia. No, what was that movie that came out with Jake Gyllenhaal?
That was Prince of Persia.
Was it?
I think so.
It might as well have been our Assassin's Creed movie. We don't need any more.
Not at all, dude. It might as well have not been our Assassin's Creed movie.
It's going to be just like that.
No.
Get ready, dude.
Dude, no. Video game movies are better now, okay? We're past that whole...
Video game movies have never surpassed the 90s Super Mario Brothers movie, in my opinion.
Yes, they have. What about Detective Pikachu, you know?
Same
what
level.
What about that new Sonic the Hedgehog movie?
All the same level. Like, that's what I'm saying. They've never surpassed it, in my opinion, of, like, awesomeness. Like, I feel like Detective Pikachu even had the cyberpunk look of the Mario Bros. Movie.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. I like the Mario Bros. Movie. Everybody hates on that movie.
I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but I'm not saying it's a great movie.
It's not a great movie. It's a good movie. It's a fun movie. It's a video game movie. You know? I don't know.
I'm just saying
Did you watch the Uncharted movie?
No, I couldn't get through the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's like watching like a 12-year-old play a grown man. Like, I don't understand Tom Holland as anybody other than Spider-Man. Like, even as Spider-Man, I'm like, he's too young. But like,
he's not the perfect Spider-Man, no.
No.
You know who the perfect Spider-Man was? Is the guy they had playing him on the fucking PS4 version of the Spider-Man game before they swapped his face
turned him into Tom Holland.
Yeah, that guy was awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird to me. Like, apparently they were talking about making Tom Holland the new James Bond. I'm like,
bro, no. No.
I'm like, y'all have to fucking stop. Like, I get it. Tom Holland's a cool guy. But, like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
bro, like, no.
Like a 5'3"
he absolutely
James Bond
cannot be James Bond.
He could definitely fit in like the vents, like in the games, you know, like James Bond. Like, you know.
I would rather have the female James Bond that was proposed earlier. Like, that is absolutely preposterous. Maybe young James Bond. No, not even young James Bond.
No.
If you did like a Basil spinoff, maybe, like, you know.
See, that's what I want. Like.
Or no, that's from Austin Powers.
Yeah.
That's how fucking goofy Tom Holland is, you know? He can play a young Austin Powers, maybe.
Yeah, like Austin Powers, not Austin. He could be a young Austin Powers. That would be fucking funny, dude.
That would be hilarious.
I feel like he is like a guy who should be in comedies that just somehow landed in
all these serious roles. Yeah.
I'm like, dude, why? Like, what does he have that everybody's like, that's what we need? Like I don't get it. Like, there's so many other actors that I'm like, these people are perfect. Yeah. Literally almost any other male actor.
Yeah, we need Tom Holland in more comedies. I agree.
Tom Hardy could be James Bond. He's British.
Literally anybody named Tom that's not Tom Holland would be a better fucking...
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, I thought that was just mind-blowing. But anyway, so you got the D23 stuff?
Yeah, so they can't all just be on the same website. So I've got several different D23 things, but I'll start with the most important one for our podcast, I guess. Everything announced at the Disney and Marvel Games showcase at D23 Expo. So
that's really all we need, yeah.
Yeah, this is the video game related stuff. So let's see. I didn't really go over this because I was so engrossed in what you were saying. We got Tron Identity announced as a puzzle-based visual novel.
Boo.
You're not a visual novel fan?
I guess, like, maybe that could work, but, like, if you're going Tron, like, give us a real fucking game.
No, that's real, I guess.
Not that visual novels aren't real games, but like you know what I mean. You got Disney money. Give us some Disney money games.
That's real. That's very real. Okay, we got Disney Illusion Land was announced as a Nintendo Switch exclusive. Another one that probably could have used a little bit of that Disney money.
What is Illusion Land?
It says the Nintendo Switch got its own exclusive title with Disney Illusion Illusion Island, not Illusion Land.
Okay. What's that?
It's a 2D platformer starring Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy. The title seems to imply that this is a spiritual successor to Mickey's Castle of Illusion, the cult classic NES title, which also happens to be a 2D platformer. Either way, the fluid animation style and fast-paced gameplay looks like an absolute blast, and the announcement was certainly one of the show's highlights. So
I don't know. I like platformers.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
I might like it.
I'm just being a hater. It actually is probably great. Then we got a new gameplay trailer and a new release date for Marvel's Midnight Suns. But it doesn't say the release date on here, so you guys can just go look that up.
Yeah.
Let's see. A Red Hulk event coming to Marvel Strike Force.
The fuck is that?
I don't even know.
Those are like 3 different things. Like, I have no idea what they are.
The Marvel Midnight Sun is that, like, XCOM type game. You remember where they're all dressed in, like, gothic attire?
Yeah.
And it's like fucking XCOM, basically.
That's still a game? People still play that?
It's happening. It hasn't even been released yet, I don't think.
Okay.
Then we got a new trailer for Marvel Snap, a mobile Marvel card game.
All right.
Yeah, so that's happening.
Exciting.
Then we got Aliens Dark Descent gameplay revealed as a tactical RPG. So it's going to be kind of like Midnight Suns. So they're doing like an XCOM type thing with Alien too.
Alien? Like
Alien? You know, like Alien.
Disney owns Alien?
I guess so.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's,
okay.
Disney purchased 20th Century Fox pretty recently, I think.
Oh, okay.
So they own a lot of that stuff. Let's see. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora gets a shout out. Says, in addition to a top secret Star Wars project, Ubisoft is working on an open world game set in the Avatar universe. No gameplay was shown at the showcase, but details revealed that the open world adventure will take players into the western part of Pandora, which is yet to be seen in the upcoming
Just play
film.
Horizon Forbidden West.
For real.
Literally, like, that's what I imagine that's going to look like.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. No doubt. It says, new Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga DLC characters were announced. So...
Cool.
Let's see. New Return to Monkey Island featurette revealed. SNES title Gargoyles is getting a remaster.
That's some weird shit.
That's really weird. Hades and other Disney villains announced for Disney Mirrorverse.
Have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I don't either. Let's see. Disney Mirrorverse launched not too long ago on mobile devices. So
Boo.
I don't really know.
Bring it to Dream Valley.
Monsters Inc. content coming to Disney Speedstorm. A lot of random.
Yeah, it must be mobile shit, like lots of mobile games.
This is a Mario Kart type ripoff, I guess. It says Toy Story coming to Disney DreamLight Valley. Open world MMO Avatar Reckoning was announced. So another Avatar game. New untitled Captain America and Black Panther game announced. So this one's kind of interesting. It says, perhaps the biggest announcement came with the reveal that the game starring Captain America and Black Panther was in development from Skydance Interactive, the developers of The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. Even more interesting is that the game is set during World War II, and Steve Rogers will be teaming up with T'Challa's great-grandfather, Azuri. Apart from the exciting teaser trailer, no gameplay details, release date, or even a title were revealed. So we'll have to keep an eye out for this unexpected team-up.
Yeah, the Amy Hennig part is interesting. She's the Uncharted director.
Yeah,
so
Saints and Sinners was a fantastic game, too, so...
Could be cool.
Yeah.
She was working on the Star Wars 1313, too, so it's like, you know...
A lot of talent there.
A lot of failed, like, not... failed games, but like just projects that never came to be.
Yeah.
So like it makes you wonder like if Disney's gonna finally, you know, get her to go through with a project all the way through. Like since Uncharted, she hasn't touched anything since Uncharted, or like that's come out that I'm aware of.
I hope it's awesome. I feel like there's a
Yeah.
lot of potential for it to be kind of like Uncharted if it's set in World War II.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Could be cool.
Let's see. Marvel World of Heroes announced from the creators of Pokemon Go. So Niantic has a Marvel game coming out. That's probably going to be just like all their other games.
Yeah, of course.
And yeah, that's all the game stuff. Do you want me to go
Sweet.
through the other stuff or?
Nah, there's not really any need
Yeah.
to. It's just a bunch of like Disney, like lots of Marvel shit.
Yeah, they have a new Little Mermaid trailer.
I saw that. It actually looks good.
Yeah, I was about to say it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
You know?
I saw a lot of hate, but I was like, why? It was actually like, I didn't know what to expect, whenever it was going to show what she looked like. And then
Well, it's weird
she
because
pulls it off.
her facial features actually look a lot like the cartoon.
Yeah,
character.
she looks like Ariel.
She looks like Ariel. Yeah.
Yeah, the hair and everything. Like, she just looks like Ariel.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job. I'm actually thinking this is going to be pretty dope.
Yeah, it's going to be tight. I mean, like, it had that magical feel to it. I'm kind of biased with all the Disney stuff right now, though. But
Yeah, they've been going a little hard with the remakes.
yeah, for sure. Okay, so this is some big news for you, Brent. It appears Meta's next-gen Oculus VR headset may have leaked after an early version of the hardware was found in a hotel room. Images and a video of an unannounced Meta headset surfaced online recently. The photos and video originally posted on Facebook by user Ramiro Cardenas showcased the packaging and controllers for a headset labeled Meta Quest Pro. Cardenas claimed that the headset was left unattended in a hotel room. Speaking with Kotaku, Cardenas told the outlet that he found the device in a hotel hallway. It was mistaken as trash, Cardenas said to Kotaku.
Ooh, that's my kind of trash right there. I'll take that.
Right? Since it was a large black bag alone in the hallway for hours until guests complained it was in the hallway. Cardenas then explained that he examined the trash bags before throwing them out and noticed some MetaQuest boxes. Although Meta has not officially announced a Quest Pro headset, based on the leaked images and video, this headset may be Project Cambria, a high-end VR headset Meta.
We know this already.
Yeah.
They've already Mark Zuckerberg has like explicitly said this to us, like.
Yeah, no. They're saying this might be it, the one that he
like
found.
the picture of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like that would.
Oh,
be
it's a
kind of-
video. No, it's cool. Like I watched the video and like he pulls it out and like shows you the front and everything. It looks really.
there's a video.
Yeah, there's an
Wow.
actual video of it. Very
pretty cool.
Very cool.
That's really cool. I'm not surprised. We got the Expo coming in October, and I'm pretty sure that they're gonna like drop it then.
Yeah.
Look at that thing. Wow.
See, look at the front of it whenever
Super
he pulls it out.
ergonomic looking.
Yeah, he shows you the controllers and everything.
Yeah.
I like how this guy knew it was.
That's definitely legit.
Oh yeah, it's weird looking on the front though. The little like sensors.
So I saw an interview. Devin pointed me towards an interview with Joe Rogan and Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how it like recognizes your facial features and stuff. It's pretty cool, man. I might have to get one.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be expensive as fuck though. Look at
No
the
doubt.
controller.
Look at the actual headset. That's what I'm impressed with is like the design of like the headset. Look how lightweight and like small.
Yeah, it looks very small compared
just
to the
compact.
Quest.
It's almost like some ski goggles or something. You know what I mean?
If I was this guy, I would have fucking taken that shit.
Hell yeah, bro! I'm putting that shit in my closet until they drop, so they don't trace me. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like as soon as you log in with your fucking Meta account or whatever,
FBI gonna show up at your house like you found the metaverse.
But dude, yeah, like you already know that shit is cool as fuck. Like I can't wait to get my hands on one of those. I think when they do the October Meta Quest thing, they're gonna drop it right there. They'll be like, you can pick it up right now, or like in November. Like it'll be like a nearly immediate like thing.
Obviously, he shows the box and everything, and it looks like a retail box.
Yeah, like it's ready to go.
It's ready to go. And like.
I want one.
How lucky is it that the guy who works at this hotel just happened to know what a Meta Quest was? Like I feel like it's very rare to come across somebody who's just like into VR, and this guy just happened to be working there, found this, and was like, oh shit, this is the one that hasn't come out yet.
Yeah,
like most people would be like, oh, somebody left their fucking VR headset here.
Yeah.
And, like wouldn't have thought like, oh, I need to post this on the internet. Like,
man, that's crazy, bro.
yeah, it's a very strange situation. In my
I
opinion.
hope that they announce that and then they drop it and the same day drop with the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas that they were talking about. That would be the ultimate
better.
1-2 punch, dude.
If they don't drop that game soon, like, I feel like people are just gonna forget about it. They need to build the
they've
hype
already
around
canceled
it
the
again.
Splinter Cell game, I think.
Yep.
Which kind of blows, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What you got, Brent?
Sorry, I got all hyped up about that. That was cool. Let's see. Tomorrow, we are getting a Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
And it will feature both Zelda and Metroid Prime announcements. So
Wait,
that's
is
pretty
that
cool.
confirmed that they're gonna have the Metroid Prime?
That's what it says on the GameSpot thing. So hopefully.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. That would
Yeah.
actually be really crazy if they confirm that, because I feel like that would be so much bigger news. But apparently it's not going to be a live stream. They're just going to post the video to their channel. They're not going to live stream it or anything due to the Queen's death,
That's so silly.
which makes no sense.
Yeah,
we even
who cares?
we even asked our resident UK man Jason Domican, and he was like, "Nah, that doesn't really make any sense."
You're gonna get his British card revoked, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
They're not gonna invite him for tea anymore.
What are they gonna
if
do?
they hear
Fucking
about-
roll up with batons, like
Yes, bro.
in those tall hats.
Yes,
Like,
they're gonna roll
take-
up with those tall hats and just beat
Look,
the hell.
oi! We're outside. Jason, run!
Come out to the yard, mate.
We're gonna knock you up. It's like, what?
You know, we're gonna knock you up real good.
It's like, I don't want to be pregnant. No, but like, you know, they just have some issues. Apparently, Japan doesn't want to, you know, they don't want to be rude, I guess. But I also feel like this is just kind of like an excuse for why they didn't put it out when they were supposed to, when everybody was expecting. But anyways, what you got, Brent?
All right, let's see. Ubisoft is increasing the price of its major AAA games to $70. So
Boo.
we kind of knew that $70 was becoming the status quo, but Ubisoft held out for a little bit there. But now they are no longer holding out, and their major AAA titles will be $70. But they said that, okay, hang on, let me skip a little bit further ahead. They emphasized that only some games will be $70, saying that games like Assassin's Creed Mirage will only be $50, which kind of like gives me a little concern about Assassin's Creed Mirage. Like, do they not view it as one of their AAA titles, you know? Like, is this going to be just some half-ass fucking offshoot game, you know what I mean?
I think a lot of these are going to be half-ass offshoots.
I'm honestly a little worried about Assassin's Creed in general. You know, they're like, oh, yes, we're stepping back to our roots. It's like, that's kind of like a nice way of saying, like, yeah, we're going to give you a fucking bare-bones-ass game like the original Assassin's Creed game. You know, like, I feel like...
I don't think so. I think they lost a lot of people whenever they went to open world. Like, they got over the top with it, dude. Like, their games are overwhelming, like, with how much shit is in, and it all feels like, yeah, there's some cool stuff in it, like, don't get me wrong, but I also feel like they just kind of stretch themselves too thin, like, on these games where they're like, we're gonna make it the biggest fucking map you've ever seen, but it's so big that we can't really fill it with a bunch of cool stuff. So it's like,
well, I mean, like, I think they did that with Odyssey. Like, it got a little too big. It was crazy, you know?
Yeah.
But Valhalla was, like, a step in the right direction. Like, I think they scaled it back just enough to still have that massive world feel, but, like, not be, like, so overwhelming. It was, like, you couldn't fucking think about what you wanted to do when you open the map. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. I've never been a huge Assassin's Creed fan. And the only time I was whenever 2 came out, and it was pretty linear. You know, like, maybe it is like something about the focus on the game. And apparently Mirage is going to have a stealth focus like the old ones did. Like, the new ones aren't, you're not even really like, you know, you're an assassin, but you're not very good at it. You just roll up and just fight the fuck out of everybody. Like, you know, and it's kind of the whole point of Assassin's Creed was to be like, follow the Assassin's Creed, you know, like, you're supposed to like be stealthy, take out your fucking, you're like Hitman almost, you know, but like in this game it's just like, nah, like all their more modern games you just fucking roll up. It's just an action RPG.
I mean, I see your point, but at the same time, you could implement stealth like back into the game without losing all the like open world aspects of the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. Like, I personally am interested to see what they do, but I don't have a lot of hope for Mirage. You know?
I don't either. I don't have a lot of hope for Assassin's Creed in general. Here's some interesting news. Squid Game star Lee Jung-jae is officially joining the Star Wars universe as the male lead in the upcoming Disney Plus series The Acolyte.
Okay.
As reported by Deadline, Lee will star alongside Amanda Stenberg in the upcoming mystery thriller that takes viewers into a darker era of the Star Wars universe. Lee has appeared in several films and TV shows in his near 30-year career, but gained mainstream attention following the breakout success of 2021's Squid Game, though this will be his first time working with a major studio. So, the Star Wars The Acolyte comes from Leslie Headland, who wrote the films Bachelorette and About Last Night, but is perhaps most famous for co-directing Netflix's Russian Doll. Co-lead Stenberg was confirmed to feature and presumably play the titular Acolyte, a new Sith in training, back in July. Most famous for playing Rue in the Hunger Games. They have more recently featured in the likes of As You Are, The Hate You Give, and Dear Evan Hansen. Disney is remaining tight-lipped about The Acolyte, which still lacks a release window, but we do know that it plans to bring back parts of the old Star Wars canon that was wiped when it acquired the franchise. So that's the main part I wanted to get at, was that it's supposed to be resurrecting some of the old, canon, specifically the Sith canon. So I'm hoping we get some Darth Bane finally in this shit, but it seems like Squid Game dude is going to be like the Sith, and then his Rue is going to be like his
that's going to be pretty badass.
Padawan or whatever you want to call her.
I bet that's going to be good.
It is going to be tight. I don't think he's ever done like an English film. Maybe he plays an alien or something, so like he doesn't really have to. Yeah. I could see it being like that, because he I don't think he can speak English. I don't know if he can, but I'm assuming he can't. So I imagine they're just gonna have him play an alien of some sort. But apparently he's a good actor. So, anyways, what you got?
Let's see. Okay. Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl has unfortunately been put on an indefinite hiatus, it seems, and people are getting refunded for the game. So
damn.
Yeah.
I guess it's because of the ongoing
war stuff. Yeah.
That sucks because
really unfortunate.
Dude, it's like
it sucks for the development studio. It sucks for everybody who was wanting the game.
It sucks for Xbox.
It sucks for Xbox. It just sucks.
It sucks for Game Pass.
Yeah.
Bro.
Poor Game Pass, bro. It's just trying so hard and nothing is material. They can't.
Atomic Hearts looks good.
Atomic Hearts is gonna be great.
Yeah, that's coming out of Russia too. So hopefully it doesn't get fucked.
As long as it's coming out of Russia, it'll be fine.
Oh, that's true. Stalker is coming out of Ukraine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've noticed nobody's really talked about the fact that game is coming out of Russia. Everybody's hating on Russia, but they don't realize that everybody's yo, this game is hype. I'm like, if y'all knew it was Russian, I don't know. I feel like people would be flipping shit.
I feel like a few random people are taking a stand, they took the Russian teams out of the hockey games and stuff, you know what I mean? But,
But we're playing Atomic Hearts, bitch. But, yeah, so Microsoft is introducing a new version of its popular Xbox Elite Series 2 controller, and outside of it being a new color variant, it also comes with a cheaper retail price, but does not include a lot of stuff found in the standard Elite 2 controller. The Xbox Elite Wireless Controller Series 2 Core is a two-tone controller with matte black grips and a primarily white body, retailing at $129.99. The Elite 2 Core is more competitively priced when compared to the standard Elite 2 controller, which costs $179.99. However, that cheaper price tag also comes with some caveats. The main one includes the lack of a carrying case, paddles, extra thumbsticks, and a standard D-pad.
There's no paddles on it?
There's no paddles on it, but it comes with the remapping shit.
What's the point?
It's the remapping and the quality. So it's it shows the clear comparison. Okay, this thing shows the
I'm just going to be real with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of ugly as shit to me.
The new one?
Yeah, it looks like a fucking Mad Catz controller. I don't know, man.
Are you talking about the D-pad?
I'm talking about the whole controller.
I love that D-pad, bro.
The D-pad is the only thing good about the controller.
Okay.
Fucking, I don't know, man. To me, you go all the way elite or go all the way not elite, you know?
Well-
You're either elite or you're not. You can't just be like kind of elite, you know what I mean? You can't just get the half-ass, no paddle ass fucking...
So somebody said, so somebody asked that very thing in the comments, said, wait, am I reading this right? So you're essentially getting nothing but a built-in battery charger, or a battery and a charging cable. And the person below him said, have you ever had or felt an elite controller? The build quality materials are a huge improvement over the standard controller. I've had the original elite controller since it came out. It says it's not a ripoff. Some people don't like paddles but still want the other features like button remapping, thumbstick tension, the rubber grip, and a built-in USB-C.
The paddles should be removable too.
They are removable.
Well, then you can take the fucking paddles off.
No.
There should be a thing that you should just be able to put them on or off if you want, and then it should be on the fucking $130
But
one.
this is what I was saying like a week or two ago whenever I was like, they just need to come out with a cheaper version of it, like with the paddles. And that's what this is. You can buy this.
So you can add paddles.
You can add paddles to it.
Okay.
It's $50 cheaper, and then you can just go online and get the paddles. And
if it has the option to add paddles later,
yeah, you can literally add everything.
Can you add paddles to a normal Xbox controller?
No, there's no
modular thing. Okay.
Yeah. So like,
as long as you can add the paddles later, then yeah. I mean, I take back everything I said.
Yeah, they're actually gonna sell like a separate kit with all the buttons and shit that you can add to it if you want to.
Oh, okay.
But
neat.
but that means you can go onto eBay and find them used, or like find paddles that people make.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I was a little mad that they weren't adding like that. You couldn't just have paddles on there, you know. But if you have the option, then yeah, that's cool.
For sure.
Actually, I feel like that's how they should probably market the other Elite controller too, and then you could just buy
it's just like
I'd rather have the cheaper thing and then to have the option to buy shit for it later. You know what I mean? That's just
custom make it the way you want it. Yeah, that'd be tight. What you got, Brent?
That's it. Actually, we've already touched on pretty much everything in my news.
Okay. Let me make sure. Oh yeah, they announced Firewall Ultra for the PSVR 2.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, like Firewall 0 Hour 2, basically?
Yeah.
Yo!
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay, y'all don't even know, bro. Like that's the thing. People really missed Firewall 0 Hour. To this day. To this very second, it's probably not only one of the best supported VR games because they've added like, you know, I don't know, like 10 fucking maps to the game or some shit since it launched. And they continue to add like maps and characters to it regularly. But it's one of the most well fleshed out, well developed VR games I've ever played. Like it's basically Rainbow Six VR. And
it's like playing paintball. It feels like almost like it's like if you were at, like it's cheap paintball, so you don't have to go like get a paintball gun and go to the fucking place. Like it's fun. I played it at your place, but
I love it.
So here's the word. It says a sequel to Firewall 0 Hour, the upcoming VR-based FPS is getting a bit of an upgrade as it heads to PS5, utilizing all new PSVR 2 features to improve on the formula. Firewall Ultra utilizes new PlayStation VR 2 Sense technology features like eye tracking, which enables you to intuitively swap weapons and bring up HUD indicators through cameras built into the PSVR 2 headset, said Firewall community manager Frank Marm. Sony's PSVR 2 is being released in early 2023, and so basically it's coming.
Do you think that Sony developed their facial tracking because they knew Oculus was developing their facial tracking? Or do you think Oculus developed their facial tracking because they knew Sony was developing their facial tracking? Or do you
think it's just a natural evolution?
Step in the next... Yeah,
it's like when every controller was kind of like fucking around with like putting analog sticks on it and they couldn't figure out where to put them. And so like the N64 just had like that fucking one in the middle. And then, you know, like PlayStation had one like on the right, and then like everybody was trying that shit. They just didn't know what to do. And then like PlayStation's always had them like literally across from each other, and Xbox came in with that diagonal, and like they're like, you know, where it's kind of like
the
offset, which turned out to be the best fucking way in my opinion. But like still, you still see like the remnants of that. But I think that's what this is. It's like the beginning of VR, you know, so they're trying to figure shit out, and they came to the same conclusion just in different ways, I guess. Or
Interesting.
that's my thoughts. Or they have a spy. But anyways, yeah, that's it for the video game news, the hot news this week. And the only video game like releasing this week that's any hot at all is Return to Monkey Island.
Ooh, that's kind of hot though.
Yeah, it is kind of hot. Let's see what it says about this game. It's coming on September 18th to Switch and PC, so you only got 2 options there.
Really?
Yep. Return to Monkey Island is the long-awaited follow-up to the legendary Secret of Monkey Island and Monkey Island 2: LeChuck's Revenge.
LeChunk. I wasn't even going to correct you because that's just awesome.
The sequel has been developed by original series creator Ron Gilbert's Terrible Toy Box Studio. So that's coming. And but yeah, that's it for all of the news and the games coming out. Now we're going to go over to Who Wants to Be a Video Game Millionaire? Now, so like, no, I don't know if we should do this in a question format or if I should just read these facts off, like, because it's kind of difficult.
Give me the hardest question you can possibly give me, and I'll give you the exact right answer.
Okay, what in Cabin in the Woods, the hit horror film, like
right.
satire horror film that came out in like the late 2000s.
Yeah, I know the film.
Anyways, it featured a cameo from. It featured 3 cameos from what popular video game at the time?
Silent Hill.
No.
No?
No.
Okay, I could have swore it was Silent Hill. Hold on.
Popular
Video game at the time. And it must have been a horror game, and it must have been in that scene at the end where all the horror shit was coming out.
Yeah, it was like... you are correct on the spot, and you are correct it was a horror game, but what game?
Was it the... Okay, I'm just going to shoot out a bunch of random horror shit, okay? So
you get 2 tries.
I get 2 tries?
Yeah, you've already done 1.
It's
get 3.
a hard question, though. I can't just guess a bunch of guesses.
All right, fine, go for it.
Okay.
You're going to get it eventually if you
think?
just go down the line of every horror game.
I mean,
at the time.
At the time, there's only a okay. That game came out in 2006 or something. Was it like a modern game at the time, or was it like an older game at the time?
Let me see. Cabin in the Woods.
I mean, like the game relative to like when the movie came out.
Yeah, Cabin in the Woods came out in 2011. So the game came out in 2008.
Oh, okay. That changes everything. Horror games from 2008.
Don't get too caught up on the horror aspect, because, I mean, it is horror themed, but it's not necessarily a scary game.
Okay, 2008.
And the sequel to it came out in 2009.
So it's a multi-game.
Yeah.
It's not The Evil Within.
No. That's way too early for that game.
Is it?
Yeah.
So earlier, I guess that's around the same time that Mass Effect and Fallout 3 came out. So
this is 360 era.
Dead Space?
No.
No. I'm going to take one more guess, and then I'm going to let you tell me. 360 era. Horror. I don't know. Lay it on me.
Left 4 Dead.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in that list of things, you see a boomer, a tank, and a witch.
Really?
All in like the same spot. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
I would have never guessed that. Just because the monsters aren't exactly what I would have expected to like from that scene. You know, I'm thinking like creepy, crawling up the wall girls and stuff. But I guess the witch kind of fits that profile.
Yeah, and you just see her just sitting there like how she does in the game.
I love that movie.
It is a good movie.
It's one of my favorites, actually. I really like the whole movie, like just from start to finish. Like it's just a really entertaining.
It's like Scooby-Doo rated R. Like, I don't know how to explain what that movie is, but
I like it because it's a good blend of like an actual horror movie. Like there are parts that are legitimately like, whoa,
scary.
What the fuck? And then
And the twist at the end is pretty interesting.
the twist, and then it's got a healthy dose of like humor. It's got like a kind of a sinister type like humor to it. You know what I mean? Like
had a very Zombieland type feel to it.
Yeah.
But more scary.
It's like Zombieland and The Ring mixed together, or like Zombieland and The Evil Dead mixed together.
Evil
you know
Dead
what I
for
mean?
sure.
Yeah.
Definitely that. Okay, and then the
Evil
last
Dead
one.
was already kind of goofy too, though. You know what I mean?
Not till the second one. The first one wasn't.
I mean, it wasn't supposed to be,
Yeah.
like
It just it was old, and it was an indie film. But okay, so what are the okay? Here we go. What happened to the people, to the mushroom people, that were in the Mushroom Kingdom when Koopa invaded in the first NES game of Super Mario Bros?
Did he eat them?
No.
Did he
It's much
enslave
worse.
them?
Much worse.
Worse?
Yes.
Did he?
This is according to the actual video game manual from when it came out.
It's worse than eating or enslaving them?
I would think so.
Did he sexually abuse them?
Yes. No.
He touched them on their peepees?
Their heads are peepees.
Oh, God.
They're mushrooms.
No, what happened? What did he do to them?
He turned them. Okay.
Wait, he turned them into mushrooms?
No, this that wouldn't be too bad, I guess.
That'd be
But
pretty fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
What if I just turned your head into a mushroom right now? You'd be like, "Fuck, dude.
like, turn it back, bro.
I gotta go work tomorrow."
So this is the actual excerpt from the manual. One day, the kingdom of the peaceful mushroom people was invaded by the Koopa, a tribe of turtles famous for their black magic. The quiet, peace-loving mushroom people were turned into mere stones, bricks, and even field horsehair plants, and the mushroom kingdom fell into ruin. So they were turned into the bricks that Mario breaks with his head
Oh my
constantly.
God.
So literally Mario is a mass murderer. Like
They're beyond help at this point. You know?
Maybe
It's better to
that's
break
a-
them and take their money.
Take-
You know?
it makes sense where the money's coming from now. Like
Yeah.
maybe their currency is like
It's
coins.
just in their pockets.
Yeah, so like he's like breaking them and then like they crack open.
It's the
and
only way to get the money. You got to crack these little eggs open, you know?
Yeah, but that is a very interesting thing.
So a bunch of Medusa Bowsers came in there and just fucking turned everybody into stone, basically.
Yeah, which it gives that like Super Mario World where they have like the bricks have eyes. It kind of makes sense now.
Wow,
Like
that's fucked.
it is fucked up. Yeah, they were basically paralyzed, you know, and just floating in the air for Mario to just murder.
Jeez.
But yeah, remember that. And remember, you've been listening to GameSpeak Podcast, courtesy of GameSpeakPodcast.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast platforms. You can watch it live before anyone else on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast every Monday evening at 7:50 p.m. CST. Be sure to submit any questions you want us to read on the show to the GameSpeak Podcast Facebook group at facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast. Or you can just hop in the chat with us and, you know, chill with us like Colin and some other people did earlier. But check out our video content on youtube.com/createforsanity. And if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find me on Twitter at the handle @JofferJamel, Brent at Brent Has One, and Devin at Devondrius. And check out our GameSpeak Podcast Instagram.